Number 10. Zac Efron. The High School Musical star really shocked fans with how different he looked in 2021 when a video surfaced online of his face looking extremely altered. When Zac appeared on camera for a virtual Earth Day event, everyone was totally distracted by his new appearance. Not only did he no longer have his iconic baby face look, but some people suggested that he had an altered jawline and enhanced lips, and suspected that he'd had, at the very least, some Botox done. It's true that he looked a little bit puffy or possibly swollen, but of course, camera angles, makeup, and poor lighting also could have contributed to the drastically different appearance. When the video started making the rounds on social media, popular TikTok surgeon Dr. Yun suggested that Zac might have gotten oral surgery, which would explain his swollen jaw, which would happen if your wisdom teeth were taken out, or you had some kind of other intensive dental surgery. But fans were not happy about the doctor's comments and accused him of trying to capitalize on Zac's popularity to gain attention. Although he does look different now, it's not necessarily a bad thing. The actor went on both The Ellen Show and Jimmy Kimmel Live recently and just looked a whole lot more mature. In fact, he seemed to have really grown into his features in the best way possible. Number 9. Khloe Kardashian. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star is known for being the funniest and most laid back of all the sisters, but over the years, fans have seen such a drastic change in her appearance that it can only be put down to excessive plastic surgery. And while the reality star isn't too outspoken when it comes to her past procedures, she has opened up once before about the reason behind her choice to go under the knife. Quote, "For me, everyone says, oh my gosh, she's had her third face transplant, but I've only had one nose job and everyone gets so upset. Like, why don't I talk about it? No one's ever asked me." She also revealed that she has done injections but not really Botox because when she tried it, her face responded horribly, but all the surgery was probably because of something deeper. In fact, later in the episode, Khloe explained how she experienced body image insecurity when doing photo shoots with her sisters, saying, "They would receive racks and racks of clothes and I was told by so many different stylists I was given about 2 or 3 pieces of clothing, but not to worry because I would be in the background anyway," which is pretty unfortunate because being treated like that would upset just about anybody. Number 8. Rebel Wilson. The Australian actress has been in comedy since the early 2000s, but her career really took off a decade later in movies like What to Expect When You're Expecting, Struck by Lightning, and of course Pitch Perfect. She's always been a huge health and body positive advocate and has frequently opened up about her health journey. But the reason Rebel Wilson looks so drastically different in 2022 is that she has actually been working on her health and fitness since late 2019, and she has seen massive results. In a candid interview with the BBC, she talked about the differences in how she's being treated now. Quote, "Sometimes being bigger, people don't necessarily look twice at you. Now that I'm in good shape, people offer to carry my groceries to the car and hold doors open for you, and you think, is this what other people experience all the time?" So even though Rebel seems to be a lot happier now, she's also pointed out something that's really worth discussing. Her health journey has been a very public one, so it's great that the actress has decided not to hold back when talking about all the challenges that she's faced throughout, and she's certainly become an inspiration for others to make positive changes to their health. Number 7. Miley Cyrus. The 29-year-old singer and actress has lived so many lives already. She's been a Disney star, a country singer, then she moved to R&B for a while and back into pop. Miley has always been an eccentric performer. I mean, who can forget twerking against Robin Thicke at the MTV VMAs in 2013? But her whole style and aesthetic did a complete 180 somewhere around 2020 when she started embracing all things rock and roll. These days she looks completely unrecognizable with a platinum blonde mullet, metallic blue smoky eyeshadow, and a blue and white striped dress. She actually looks like an 80s rock star. The aesthetic change appears to be part of her newest musical era for her newest rock album, Plastic Hearts. It's still up for debate whether Miley is going for a more grunge or glam rock, but it's clear that she's chosen a whole nother genre for herself when it comes to not only style but music. After hearing her cover of Blondie's Heart of Glass, which was released as a single in late September, it became clear to so many that her voice is really suited to rock and roll. Alongside her cover of Zombie by the Cranberries and her own song Midnight Sky, it seems like she's really grown into her voice and found the perfect look for the genre. Number 6. Adele. Ever since her music blew up in the early 2010s, the powerhouse singer has released hit after hit. Her albums 21, 25, and 30 became instant successes, with all 3 topping number 1 on nearly every worldwide music chart. But fans were really shocked in 2020 when Adele made a post on social media that showed her completely transformed look. In fact, she joked about the change in her opening monologue for SNL, saying, "I know I look really different since you last saw me, but actually because of all the COVID restrictions, I had to travel light and I could only bring half of me, and this is the half I chose. The 34-year-old looks extremely happy these days, and she's recently opened up about the healthy lifestyle changes she made that helped her lose 100 pounds in 2 years. But she knows that plenty of negative comments have surfaced about her new look, and she told British Vogue, "My body has been objectified my entire career. It's not just now. I understand why it's a shock, I understand why some women especially were hurt. Visually I represent a lot of women, but I'm still the same person." So it's clear that Adele is very much herself, just with a newfound confidence. Number 5. Kesha. The singer shocked fans when she debuted her glamorous and sophisticated new look at the Studio 666 premiere in Hollywood. The 34-year-old was truly unrecognizable with a dark, short bob and a plain black dress in a major style transformation from her party girl days. Kesha wore a plunging, lace-up, short, tight black leather dress that accentuated both her chest and her legs. Her brunette hair was slicked back with natural-looking makeup. The Grammy Award winner has been known to drastically alter her appearance through the years, but her new, almost bare-faced look was a complete flip from her usual bright, eccentric style with heavy makeup and her signature long, wavy blonde hair. So making the change from blonde to brunette and chopping her hair into a chin bob length made all the difference in the world. But aside from desperately waiting for Kesha to release new music, fans are also longing for the conclusion of her lengthy legal battle with her former producer Dr. Luke, which has been ongoing since 2014. The defamation lawsuit against her seems like it's gonna go on forever at this stage, and it has really kept her career in a kind of limbo. But it's clear that she's already planning some kind of a comeback with her new style. Number 4. Linda Evangelista. The Canadian fashion model was undoubtedly one of the top supermodels from the 1990s and is regarded as one of the most accomplished and influential models of all time. In fact, she's been featured on over 700 magazine covers, but Linda hasn't really been seen in public very much in the last 5 years or so, and fans recently found out why. In September last year, she took to Instagram and revealed that she had undergone cool sculpting treatment to her face, which she says left her unrecognizable, as it allegedly caused fat cells in her face to multiply. Quote, "To my followers who have wondered why I have not been working while my peers' careers have been thriving, the reason is that I was brutally disfigured." She went on to say that the procedure actually did the opposite of what it was promised. In fact, what happened to her was a rare but serious side effect of cool sculpting, and the model said the treatment not only destroyed her livelihood, but sent her into a cycle of deep depression, profound sadness, and the lowest depths of self-loathing, which is extremely sad when you consider just how much it would have affected her self-esteem. Number 3. Iggy Azalea. The Australian rapper made her US debut in 2014 with the release of her first album, The New Classic, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard rap chart. From her collaborations with some of our favorite pop princesses to her gorgeous curves, Iggy Azalea has consistently commanded headlines all over the globe. But recently, a lot of it has been plastic surgery rumors, considering how much her appearance has changed over the years. Confirming the suspicions, the Aussie hitmaker admitted that she has had rhinoplasty. She said, "I'm not denying it. Denying it is lame. I don't think you should be ashamed if you've made a change to yourself, which is why I've spoken about the changes I've made, like with my breasts." Iggy was always pretty straightforward about her decision to have surgery, saying, "Your perception of yourself can change a lot over time, so I think it's important to wait and make sure it's the right choice. Plastic surgery is an emotional journey. It's no easy feat to live with your flaws and accept yourself, and it's no easy feat to change yourself. Either way you look at it, it's a tough journey." Which is a great message to get out there, considering that there's still a lot of stigma behind just admitting to having done plastic surgery in the first place. Number 2. Sharon Osbourne. The former The Talk panelist is no stranger to plastic surgery, and it really seemed to work with her over the years, considering her appearance was never altered too drastically. But all that changed in late 2021 when she got a facelift that, in her own words, ended up making her look like a cyclops. Quote, "I had a full facelift done in October, and I looked like one of those effing mummies that they wrap with bandages." She told the Sunday Times that the whole thing hurt like hell, but what was even worse is that all the pain never really paid off for her. Sharon said that after the more than 5-hour surgery, she was left looking horrendous, and she even told the surgeon, quote, "You've got to be effing joking. One eye was different to the other. I looked like an effing cyclops. All I need is a hunchback." It sounds funny, but it would have been a nightmare for her. Even her husband, Ozzy Osbourne, was totally against the results. Fortunately, she was able to undergo reconstructive work, and she's now a lot more satisfied with her appearance. And coming in at number 1, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Of all the famous twins in Hollywood, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen are probably the most mysterious. The former child stars announced an abrupt and permanent retirement from acting more than 15 years ago, and ever since then they've kept a low profile. But the twins are still hard at work on their fashion line and other business endeavors. But when photos surfaced over the years of Mary-Kate looking drastically different from Ashley, fans began speculating that one or both sisters may have had plastic surgery. People were pretty rude when it came to targeting the appearance of both of them, with some outlets reporting that Ashley underwent a botched facelift and that Mary-Kate looked a lot older. In fact, one plastic surgeon who spoke to Life and Style magazine insisted that the changes could have come from other factors, such as nicotine products or lifestyle changes. The sisters looked surprisingly similar when they were younger, which caused most people to assume that they were identical, but they're actually fraternal twins, which might help explain their physical differences now. The girls did have a brief chance to get back on the screens recently in the revival of their original show Fuller House, but they just weren't interested in participating, which seemed to disappoint a lot of fans. But it only served to make them more mysterious as they continued to live ever so private lives.
At number 10, we have Gwen Stefani. Now, Gwen Stefani's face has been the hot topic over the last couple of months as the stars sat down in an interview on Late Night with Seth Meyers. Fans were shocked to see Gwen and claimed that she looks unrecognizable, and it made them even check twice to see if it was actually her. It's clear that Gwen wanted to appear ageless, however, her ageless looks have definitely been the subject of many conversations over the years. However, this time Gwen took the cosmetic procedures way too far. It's clear that the star has had one too many procedures done, and at this point, it no longer looks natural. And it's kinda heartbreaking and sad to see. One fan has even gone to beg the star to stop having surgery and just to leave her face alone. At number 9, we have Brendan Fraser. Now, Brendan Fraser hit the red carpet for a premiere of the film No Sudden. Brendan's look dramatically changed, and compared to his days in The Mummy, he doesn't look the same. At the time, Brendan was set to star as a 600-pound character in the film Whale. As a result, he had to put on weight for the role. Since his return to Hollywood, fans have been in full swing of support for the star and have even addressed the fact that they've missed the actor. However, his face isn't the only thing that you'll see that's changed, as his beautiful full locks are no longer here and his hair is now buzzed and looking much thinner. And just like his fans, I hope Brendan Fraser is healthy and happy and doing better now that he's entering back into the scene of Hollywood. Are you enjoying this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. At number 8, we have Jessica Simpson. Now, Jessica Simpson has sparked concern from fans after she posted a new Instagram selfie looking very thin and different. With the star posting a photo showing off her new look, fans would tell her it definitely wasn't trendworthy, and they would continue to ask her if she was okay. Now, Jessica over the last few years has admitted to disliking her own face fillers that she got when she was feeling insecure about her appearance. But considering her surgeries mixed with weight loss, the star is completely unrecognizable to this day, and it's really hard to see if she's okay or not, but she has revealed that she has lost 100 pounds and she has been battling with certain life issues. At number 7, we have Kelly McGillis. So remember the bad blondie from Top Gun, Kelly McGillis? Well, the 65-year-old is completely unrecognizable from her days as the silver screen siren. The mama too has ditched her trademark blonde look, and she's even swapped out her glamorous wardrobe for a casual baggy trouser and t-shirts. The star has also opted to never have fillers, Botox, or plastic surgery, and she's refused to dye her now gray hair as she wants to embrace who she is. Now, Kelly has come out to say that in the past she's tried to be something that she wasn't, and it ruined her life in a lot of ways. And now she understands that now that she's gotten older and she's not into the whole Hollywood industry standard things anymore, and she wants to feel absolutely secure in her skin and with her age, and in a place that values other stuff. And at number 6, we have Laura Flynn Boyle. So 90s star Laura Flynn Boyle looks completely unrecognizable when you compare her to her days as Hollywood's it girl. Now, for years the star has had to deal with rumors that she's gotten under the knife to change her appearance, and of course, Laura has never admitted to plastic surgery, but it's clear that the star definitely went too far with fillers and other procedures. Now, the celebrity plastic surgeon, Dr. Anthony Yoon, has also come to say that the star's face looks like it's melting as her face now looks deflated with resultant loose skin, most likely because she's undergone corrective surgery to reverse some of the work she's had previously done, or she's just allowed fillers to dissolve on their own, which is leaving her cheeks looking to appear saggy. And at number 5 we have Wendy Williams. When Wendy Williams stepped out of her New York City apartment back in August, she was captured leaving the building holding onto her bodyguard. Now the photos would appear that Wendy is unable to walk on her own, and the stars look dramatically thinner than she ever has before. And because of the weight loss, her cheekbones would be on full display and her overall appearance of her face looked pretty scary. Her day's look has definitely sparked some concerns from fans, as many of them felt like she was dealing with a lot, and it's clear that she should have been at home resting. It's clear that the star is struggling with her overall health and personal struggles, and she's currently a patient in a treatment program to help treat her overall health issues. At number 4 we have Bridget Fonda. After disappearing from the spotlight for 20 years, 90s actor Bridget Fonda was caught outside of LA in a baggy t-shirt and glasses, and the star looked completely different compared to her days on the big screen. The star has definitely refused to have any cosmetic procedures done, and she's aged. She's chosen to rock her gray locks and has ditched her glamorous outfits and has opted to dress more comfortably. The star has also put on a lot of weight, but she still looks healthy and happy, and that's all that really matters. While the star's still stunning, it's a shame that the tabloids still feel a need to invade her privacy since the star did retire back in 2002. At number 3 we have Mickey Rourke. American actor Mickey Rourke looks completely different following an incident with plastic surgery and fillers. Now, Mickey was once one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood after his debut in a minor role in Steven Spielberg's film 1941. However, in the early 90s, the star decided to leave his acting career behind and he decided to take up professional boxing. Unfortunately, with his boxing career would come a string of severe facial injuries, such as a broken nose and a compressed cheekbone. Mickey would then undergo several reconstructive surgeries to treat his injuries. However, the surgeries would fail and it would prompt the actor to go under the knife consistently. While the star wanted to fix his face, he definitely went to the wrong guy to do it, so you should always remember to do your research before, because not everybody is good at their jobs and some people just like to do the bare minimum. At number 2 we have Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill looks completely different from his days in the movie Superbad. Now, Jonah has noted that when he began to understand how much it hurt to be called fat, gross, and unattractive early in his career, he knew he wanted to feel more comfortable taking off his shirt to tan without judgment. So the star decided to opt for a better diet and began to work out to shed the pounds. Now, his slender figure alone would leave him alone unrecognizable. However, recently the star has chosen to grow out his beard and his hair longer, and he's opted to go blonde. Personally, I'm glad Jonah feels more comfortable and happy in his own skin because he deserves nothing but the best, but this guy has always looked good, and it's sad that the industry made him feel the way he is feeling, and that's why he opted to change. And at number 1 today we have Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff is one ageless beauty we can't seem to get enough of. Since her rising to fame from Disney Channel's show, Lizzie McGuire, to a photo of her now shows that the star just keeps getting more gorgeous. Hilary's stunning appearance, however, has made us wonder if she's gotten plastic surgery, because the star doesn't look the exact same as she used to before. The star has opted for a longer, icy blonde look, and definitely looks like she's had a nose job and lip injections done as well. While she denies having any type of surgeries or fillers, she has opted to say that the reason she looks so good is due to her $1,244 beauty routine. However, the main thing is that Hilary has changed her appearance and her teeth, and the actress has gotten porcelain veneers, which have made her teeth a bright white color and has also given her a larger, more symmetrical teeth along her bottom ridges.
Starting off our countdown at number 10 is Courtney Cox. Fans are thrilled to hear that she'll be taking back her role of Monica Geller in the upcoming Friends reunion special. And by fans, I mean me. But she's going to look a lot different than the Monica we are used to seeing. Throughout the years, she has had different cosmetic procedures done that have completely altered her look. She's always been very open about it, even admitting that she regrets it. She said that at one point, she actually took things too far and went a little overboard with fillers, so she actually went and had those fillers removed. She spoke about it in 2017 and said, "I've had to learn to embrace movement and realize that fillers are not my friend. I've had all my fillers dissolved. I'm as natural as I can be. I think that I now look more like the person I was." Fans are still surprised to see just how different she looks even with those fillers removed, but beautiful nonetheless, and still very much Monica. I'm so excited for her friends. In spot number 9 is Sophia Grace. The internet icon rose to fame after rapping a Nicki Minaj song with her cousin Rosie on the Ellen DeGeneres show. It was back in 2011 when their cover of Super Bass went viral on YouTube and Ellen just had to have them perform it on her show. The video racked up more than 54 million views, and they even got to meet Nicki Minaj when appearing on Ellen's show. From there, Sophia grew an online audience as her life continued on, and recently she celebrated her 18th birthday. She posted a picture online of herself posing with balloons that read 18, and people immediately started resharing and retweeting it. People could just not believe that the little girl from Ellen was now 18 years old and stated that it made them feel really old. It made me feel literally like a fossil. E! News and other media outlets shared her transformation, and they also shared Rosie all grown up too, which honestly just makes me feel like even worse. I'm so old. Sliding into number 8, we have Amanda Bynes. If you are a 90s kid like me, then chances are Amanda was a staple on your TV screen growing up. She rose to fame as a child star on Nickelodeon's All That before landing her own series called The Amanda Show. From there, her career continued to grow, and she was one of the biggest actors in Hollywood. But her career took a turn for the worse as she struggled with mental health issues and substance abuse, which led to her having issues with the law. As her career started to change, so did her looks. She got plastic surgery done to her face and breasts, got facial piercings at one point, and more recently got a face tattoo. Her life is in better standings though, thank God, because I love her. She is sober right now and is engaged to a man named Paul Michael, who has been by her side for the past year. Recent photos of them showed her looking like a completely different person than when we last saw her on our screen. Moving on to number 7, we have Orlando Brown. He was known for playing Eddie Thomas on the iconic TV series That's So Raven. After the series ended, he went on to book a few acting roles and even dabbled in the music industry a little bit, but nothing quite stuck for him. As time went on, he began to get in trouble with the law and was actually arrested on multiple occasions. In 2016, he was arrested and charged with possession, misdemeanor, domestic battery, and obstruction of justice. His appearance also began to change, and people hardly recognized him in his mugshots. He even got a strange raven tattoo on his neck, and he went on the Dr. Phil show wearing green alien eye contacts. Both his behavior and appearance has changed drastically, and any That's So Raven fan would be shocked to watch this transformation happen. I honestly didn't even recognize him. My little Eddie. I loved that show. Cruising to the number 6 spot is Priscilla Presley. In 2018, she was the talk of the town after going viral online for her appearance when going on the morning show Lorraine. People couldn't help but comment on the drastic change in her face, and a lot of people said she looked botched. She later spoke about her cosmetic procedures and admitted that they were in fact botched, and said that she unknowingly had industrial low-grade silicone in her face. She was actually a victim to a doctor who did not have his license, but was pretending to for many years. He eventually was caught for fraud after some of his injections caused lumps, paralysis, and holes in his clients' faces. He was later sentenced to prison, but the damage on Priscilla's face was already done. The stuff that was injected in her face was said to be similar to what mechanics use to grease car parts. No. This is why you leave your face. Halfway through our list, number 5 is Adrienne Bailon. The talk show host has been very vocal about her dislike of the Kardashians, but fans began calling her out for morphing into one. People started commenting on her social media photos, which showed her face looking different. Her lips were more plump and her face looked more contoured. Adrienne has always been very open about going under the knife in the past, admitting that she got breast implants at the age of 19 years old. In 2014, she said that she would never touch her face, but people are calling her out for allegedly not sticking to her word. Plastic surgeon spoke on the debate and said, "I think she's had rhinoplasty and lip filler and maybe cheek augmentation as well. Her lower lip used to be twice as thick as her upper lip. Now they are almost the same thickness." Regardless if she has or not, she is still beautiful. I think people just keep remembering her as the girl from Cheetah Girls, so no matter what, she's gonna look different. Up next, number 4, we have Grace VanderWaal. She rose to fame back in 2016 when she won America's Got Talent at just 12 years old. She auditioned for the show with an original song and stole the hearts of many people through her honest music and extremely talented voice. But as the years went on and she began to grow up, her look began to change and fans had a hard time adjusting to it. She recently turned 17 and she's now rocking a shaved head with a very edgy sense of style. Fans started commenting on her social media concerned for her drastic change, but then others defended her, saying she is just growing up and finding out who she is. Although you probably wouldn't recognize her as the girl who won America's Got Talent, we probably don't look like our 12-year-old selves either. Like, let's be honest, when I was 17, I didn't even look like my 12-year-old self. Yeah. Thank God for that. Cruising into the number 3 spot is Melanie Griffith. The actress has had a very long, successful career, so it's no surprise that over the years, her look has changed in one way or another. She's been very open and honest about her plastic surgery choices, which she has taken a lot of heat for. She said she didn't realize just how drastic the changes were until people started pointing things out and asking her what happened to her face. It got to a point where she said she went to a different doctor and started dissolving all the stuff that her previous doctor had put in. But that interview was in 2017, and in 2020, rumors started spreading that she had more plastic surgery done in more recent months. In photos she posted online, people began asking if she looks different because of plastic surgery or if it was heavy editing. Either way, she does look different than before because she has changed her appearance, which she has been open about. Rolling into the number 2 spot is Khloe Kardashian. All the Kardashian sisters face a ton of backlash on a daily basis for their cosmetic procedures and Photoshop. Khloe has been caught drastically changing her photos, and people really don't know what she looks like in real life because of that. Throughout the years, she has changed her look, some of them being a very positive thing though. She turned to fitness and created her own show called Revenge Body, where she then helped other people reach their own health and fitness goals. So kudos to her, because she does look great. But her face has changed too, and that is no secret. While she's always been very beautiful, in my opinion, fans constantly criticize the Photoshop that she does and how much she changed her look throughout these years. If you compare a group of photos, honestly, throughout the last year even, they all look so different from one another. It's just hard to kind of know what she actually looks like. That is the power of editing though, my friends. Winning the number 1 place on our list is Zac Efron. The actor caused a big stir online after showing up for an online interview where his face looked completely different. His face looked incredibly swollen and reshaped, like he had just got out of a plastic surgery procedure. The 33-year-old filmed a special to promote Bill Nye's Earth Day special, and no one could focus on what he was saying because they just kept looking at his face. People immediately started sharing photos of his face compared to before and questioned what surgery he had done. Plastic surgeon Dr. Anthony Oon spoke on it and said he does look different and suggested that he might have had injections of filler to reshape his jaw. But other rumors said that he had dental surgery and that is why his face was swollen. We're not sure what the reasoning is, but he does look different. Still a gorgeous man to look at though.